Dyer's Daily.
So I've been doing this podcast since 2018, and it's fair to say that while I've done over 150 episodes of this series, there have been times when I've recorded a batch, whether large or small, and haven't published the episode. Sometimes that is because I felt the quality perhaps wasn't up to scratch, because a lot of this stuff is off the cuff. And other times it was because I wanted to get 5 episodes done at once, and maybe I only got 2 or 3. So then you'd kind of just leave it. And so you'd end up with folders and folders of half-done weeks that haven't been published until now. So I looked at the calendar and I realized it was August, and I want to do some stuff with this podcast. I want to keep it going for as long as I possibly can. I want to have a really long run and try and get, even just a quarter of the year done. But I thought, just to start off this latest attempt to keep it going, I would present to you a few weeks of some unaired episodes of the podcast. So as far as I know, I've looked back and I cannot see these episodes in the run. They will be labelled as being from a specific time. Some of the stuff might have dated, some of it's still fairly current and topical and universal. As far as I can tell, the style hasn't really changed. Maybe the only thing that's different is I'm sometimes using different equipment, and the length of the podcast has changed somewhat. I started off at about 12 minutes, it went down to 5, and now it's at a steady 3 minutes. With some of these episodes, you might see why. So I'm going to do it for a few weeks, but if you're thinking, that's very lazy, Jamie, why are you doing that? Well, don't worry. This doesn't mean the end. That doesn't mean I'm trying to squeeze the last thing out. There will be at least 1 new episode per week for the next few weeks. But in the meantime, obviously, there will be these unaired episodes. Some of which I've looked over and they don't seem as bad at a revisit. So hopefully you'll enjoy them.
Dyer's Daily.